Hi students and welcome in our next video of social science, our past part 2nd textbook in history for class 7th. Dear students, today we are going to start our next chapter, that is 9th, the making of regional cultures. In this chapter we have to see about the regional cultures and how it make. So for this you have to open the page number 122nd of your history textbook, and also you have to put a finger on the first line. So see students, we will going to start the lesson. One of the commonest way of describing people is in the terms of the language they speak. If we have to describe the peoples, the commonest way is that we have to describe them about their language, means which language they are speaking or which language they speak. When we refer to a person as a Tamil or an Oriya, this usually means that he or she speaks Tamil or Oriya and lives in Tamil Nadu or Orissa. Means see students, if any person, one person is speaking in Tamil or other person is speaking in Oriya language, then we have to understand that these persons are living in either Tamil Nadu or Orissa. Okay, means Tamil, if that person is speaking Tamil, then he is from Tamil Nadu, and if he is speaking Orissa language, then he is from Orissa. Okay, we also tend to associate each region with distinctive kinds of food, clothing, poetry, dance, music, and painting. And see students, we can also associate with the region, means if the person is the person is of which region, we also find out from its from their foods, clothes, and also poetry, dance, music, their tradition, their culture, and also their painting. Okay, sometimes we take these identities for granted and assume that they have existed from the time immemorial. Means sometimes we can identify these people for granted and assume they have existed from time immortal, means time, past time, about the past. However, the frontiers separating regions have evolved over times and in fact are still changing, means they are changing. Also, what we understand as regional cultures today are often the product of complex processes of intermixing of local traditions with the ideas from other parts of the subcontinent. Means the regional cultures today that we are going to see and we are seeing, that is the product of complex process of intermixing local traditions, means they are intermixing with each other, also all the traditions and languages. As we will see, some traditions appear specific to some regions, others seems to be similar across regions, and yet others derive from older practices in the particular area but take a new form in other regions. Means if we will see, some traditional are specific, some traditional are newer to us, and others are similar to across the regions, means other are looking similar traditions, means some traditions appears as a new traditions and some as a old traditions. Okay, then students, we have to see about the Cheras and the development of Malayalas. Okay, means about the Cheras and the development of Malayalam. Okay, let us begin by looking at an example of the connection between languages and region. Means we have to see about the what is the connection between language and region. The Chera kingdom of Mahodharpuram was established in the 9th century in the southern west parts of the peninsula. Okay, part of the present day Kerala. It is likely that Malayalam was spoken in this area. The rulers introduced the Malayalam language and scripts in their inscriptions. In fact, this is the one of the earliest example of the use of a regional language in official records in the subcontinents. So students, before starting the next page, we have to see about what is mean by peninsula. Firstly, means we are learning about the Chela kingdoms and how the developments occurs of Malayalam. So see students, about peninsula, what is mean by peninsula. So see, means see students, peninsula is like that, our Indian part, our Indian southern part is like that. So see, Indian southern parts is like peninsula. Peninsula means the portion of land which is surrounded by water to its three sides. Means if this is the southern parts of India, so three sides are means the portion of land which is surrounded by water to its three sides. Okay, so about peninsula, means the present day part, it is the present day parts of Kerala. It is likely Malayalam was spoken in this area. Malayalam language was spoken. The rulers introduced the Malayalam language and scripts in their inscription. Inscription means what? Writing, ancient writing, that we can call to that inscription. Okay, in fact this is one of the earliest example of the use of regional language. Okay, so see students, we came to our next page, page number 123rd. So see students, here figure first, an early Kerala inscription composed in Malayalam. Means you can see this inscription, this is in which language? Malayalam language. Okay, so see students, next point, at the same time the Cheras also drew upon Sanskritic tradition. The temple theatre of the Kerala, which is traced into this period, borrowed stories from the Sanskrit epics. Means epics means what students? And epics is a long book of poem of the films whose story extends along a long period. Okay, the first literature works in Malayalam dated to about the 12th century. Means the first literature was work in the Malayalam date about 12th century, are directly indebited to Sanskrit. Interestingly enough, a 14th century text, a Lila Tilkam, dealing with grammar and poetics. Means in that Lila Tilkam, that culture was that literature was dealing with grammar and poetry, was composed in Mani Pravalam, literal means diamonds and corals, referring to the different referring to two languages, Sanskrit and regional language. Okay, then students, we have to see about rulers and religious traditions. The Jagannatha cult. Okay, what is meant by cult? Cult means a religion of religious of groups. Okay, religious group. Okay, in other regions, regional cultures grew around religious traditions. The best example of this process is a cult of Jagannatha, means literary lord of the world, a name of Vishnu. Name for Vishnu means Jagannatha is the name for Vishnu, at Puri in Odisha. To date, a local tribal people make the wooden image of the deity, which suggests that the deity was originally local god who was later identified with Vishnu. Means that local tribal people make the wooden image. Firstly they made a wooden image of the deity means the woman of the image of god, which suggests that the deity was originally a local god and then later identified with Vishnu. Okay, after that students, in the 12th century, one of the most important rulers of the Ganga dynasty, Anantavarmam, decided to erect a temple of Purushottama Jagannatha at Puri. Subsequently, in 1230, King Ananga Bhima III dedicated his kingdom to the deity and proclaimed himself as the deputy of the god. Okay, here you have given the next figure, the icons of Balabhadra, Subhadra and Jagannatha. Palm leaf manuscript means Odisha's manuscripts. This manuscript is from Odisha, and see students, this manuscript was written on the palm leaf. Okay, palm leaf, icon of Balbhadra, Subhadra and Jagannatha. Okay, on the next page you can see Jagannatha temple at Puri. Okay, as the temple gained an important center of the pilgrims, as its authority in social and political matters also increased. Means the temple, that Jagannatha temple gained importance. Means it gained importance as a pilgrim center. Means so many people visit this temple, so many peoples. Its authority in social and political matters also increase, means develop. All those who conquered Orissa, such as Mughals and Marathas and the English East India Company, attempt to gain control over the temple. they felt that this would make their rule acceptable to the local people. Okay, after that, about the Rajputs and tradition of heroism. So about this we will see in our next video.